much, now I'm swallowed.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Ian and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are playing Nakroth today. First off, though, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, please click the notification bell, and let's get right into this amazing Nakroth gameplay, where we are ending up on the abyssal side, so we do want to be starting on blue. Also, we can see there that the Cricknack did invade our red, so we are going to counter invade as soon as I see that. And the Ryoma actually reset the red, so it's no problem. So we just jump on this rear, as you see, and guys, our Valdom is able to flicker, knock up her. We're able to pick up the kill for free while we are just picking up this red. The Ryoma actually tries to steal it, but he's a bit late on that one, so we just knock him up while he's just standing there, punish that other camp, and we are looking pretty nice. I'm pretty sure that Cricknack only got one camp, so already we are ahead of him. We're trying to get the second camp too, but the Cricknack is trying to contest it. Really, he can't because Cricknack's super weak early game, and out of nowhere this Talanis is here from bot lane. I don't know why, but she pokes us super hard as we go in for the poke onto the Cricknack there, and actually she falls trying to get that poke. She put herself in a super bad position. She put herself basically in the front line. She tried to kill me, but she forgot entirely about my team. I see the Piers out here all alone now that the Talanis has left her, so I'm just going to use my skills as movement. Gonna sit in the bush here, and I just realized right now that I forgot to buy boots. That's why I'm so slow, but I guess it means we have more damage for her, and we use our full combo. We use our ulti, guys, and look at her HP. She took no damage. I was sitting there like, what just happened? What just happened? And it turns out actually she bought 2 pieces of armor right away, and her Arcana must be some tanky as hell armor. I don't even know what she's building, but whatever she has is crazy, and it definitely worked because we did not even stand a chance against ganking her, even though she was alone, had no ADC backup. But yeah, there you can see that I finally pre-ordered the boots. Usually you want to pre-order your boots as soon as you pick up your second tier. As soon as you pick up your first tier jungle item, you usually just want to click the pre-order onto boots. So the reason you want to do that is because on Nakroth you're using generally a lot of Reeves, so you're giving up a lot of movement speed early game. You know, if you don't do that, then you're super slow. Here we invade again with the red buff because we know that the Cricknack was just contesting the dragon. That's why we saw I can't talk right now. We saw that the Cricknack was taking the dragon, so we instantly knew that he didn't have enough time to clear his entire jungle. And guys, we can see the Cricknack and the Vera there, so we just jump onto them while they're trying to chase my mid laner Hoon. We are actually able to kill the Cricknack, make the Vera flicker. Guys, Vera is a menace versus Nakroth, as I learned in this game, because whenever I go in for poke, she's going to be just using her stun onto me, and it's a really bad time. Again, this Pier is here, so why not try my luck a second time with trying to gank her. Just going to be clearing the wave here and waiting for my Baldom, which is coming down, as you can see. Just waiting, not really trying to put up much of a fight until he flips the Pura here, and then we tried to kill her again, but look at the stuns that she was giving us. Our Valheim is able to kill her. I can't really chase because I don't want to get poked down by the Tel. I use my ulti there in a way that you can see to where I used it kind of vertically, if that makes sense, because I knew the Talanis was going to be flickering towards her tower. So I used the ult in a way that it would actually hit her. And guys, I kind of knew that the Cricknack was in there, so you can see that I didn't walk into that bush. I kind of just poked around, and sure enough, he did come out of the bush with his ulti, and we were able to use our second skill into the bush. He actually wasn't able to target onto us with the ult. If it landed, we would have died for sure, but fortunately it did not, and we were able to pick up our blue after that, just pick up our lifesteal again with all our Reeves that we have, sacrificing the gorillas and assassinates, the extra movement speed and all that. We can see the Ryoma here. We're just going to pick that up, and again the blue buff, or the red buff is up. This is the third buff that we're just contesting Cricknack. You can see that he came to my buff too, so looks pretty fine with just trading the buffs at this point, and so are we, to be honest. So we're just going to be doing that. We come mid, clear that one camp, and then we're just going to go back to bot to try and pick up a kill. Actually, we see that mid is pretty free. so I'm going to use my second skill here just to poke. I actually see that I slow the Talonus with my red buff with the second skill, which is totally unintentional, but as soon as I see that and she stays, I just full commit, use my ultimate, we are able to kill her. Also on this crit neck, I use the second skill and I deal a nice 1.1k crit onto him. So as soon as I see myself getting those crits, I'm going to full commit onto the crit neck, because luckily the Beldam did have the shield, so we didn't really need to worry about it. Again, since we saw Talonus died, we know that the Pure here is just all alone. She has no defenses, even though she's tanky, and guys, look at this, she's eating Elsu snipe, she's eating full Nakroth combos like a beast. I don't even know. I picked Nakroth because I thought the Pure was squishy, but apparently not. But yeah, we were able to pick her up because, of course, the Talonus was dead that we ganked, so we're going to want to be pressuring the Abyssal side. If the Talonus is down, that means they have really nobody to protect that tower. That also means we get a pretty free dragon there, because no one's there to contest us. Once we get that bot tier tower, it makes it a lot easier to secure any dragons, just because we do have that jungle and vision control with that tower now gone. So very nice. And again, as soon as we finish our full clear jungle, the red buff is up, so you can see the trend just like yesterday's Lindis video. As soon as we clear our jungle, we're just going to this red. I see the Talonus here, so I'm just going to ult, and then I need to back out. The Ryoma here is actually chasing onto the Beldam. We're going to punish him, make sure he's a lot slower and he can't kill my Beldam. I can see they're all rotating down to kill the Valheim, so I'm thinking about just ganking this Talonus while she's rotating. I don't want to get seen by the Pura, but I'm pretty sure she got vision of me anyways, and I can't even see the Talonus. She must have taken the safe route through the blue side wave, and as you can see, they're all down there at bot. So we were right, they were trying to gank onto her, gank onto Valheim, excuse me. And we can see that actually Talonus still stayed around here. I thought for sure that Talonus went down bot lane, which is why I tried to go aggressive on that Vera, but that was badly played by me because I kind of entered in with my second skill and just didn't make it an easy life for me. I should have knocked her up first with my first skill, and overall I just shouldn't have jumped on her because I wasn't in a pretty good position to do so at all. Yeah, we are able to just come back, and we can see that our entire jungle is up, so we're going to be wanting to clear that as soon as we get up. So of course that's what we're going to be doing. Even though we died, we're still looking pretty clean in this match. 5-1-3 in an 8-minute game. That's not too terrible. Overall score is 6-12. I can see that Crickneck actually dives the Irie there, so I can see that he's rotating this way. I tried to click on my first skill there. I thought it was going to lock onto the Crickneck, but actually it doesn't. I can see Hoon's getting chased down here, so I'm going to jump in with my second skill, try to hit that basic attack. Then I'm just going to start going to town on this Pura, because I know they have no DPS around, so it doesn't really matter how hard I overcommit to this Pura. She's going to die, and I won't really take any damage from it. So it's a low risk play just to stay on that Pura there. Even if the Talonus or any DPS did come, we would have killed her. The Valheim, there we can see, takes the drag. We were about to hop over the wall to help him out, but it was already too late, and he basically got it all by himself. We're just clearing bot side, getting more and more gold. Again, notice how we're just staying near bot, waiting for our red side jungle to come up, and then once the red side comes up, we just go through a complete jungle cycle, and then we go straight to the Crickneck's red. It's just a complete cycle over and over. By the way, guys, really nice gank over there on the Crickneck and also on the Talonus, because I noticed that she was actually on the outside side of her core, so she was a very easy pick. She wasn't on the inside, she was on the outside. I try again to get some poke damage, but that was actually very risky because they do have a Vera. But guys, let me explain the rotations of this game. I am clearing from top to bottom in my first jungle rotation, then I just stay bot, and then sorry, it's hard to explain, but you can see that I just do a full jungle clear rotation. And whenever that's done, I go to the red buff of the enemy jungler, and then as soon as we get the red buff, then I walk down to bot, I start my red side, and it's just a constant cycle over and over of going through my jungle, invading, doing an objective bot lane, then going through my jungle, invading, same thing over and over. I can see that they're all coming down, so I try to leash out the dragon here. You can see that I just drop it. The Talonus actually wants a piece of this, so I'm going to use my second skill to jump in. I'm going to use my first skill also to knock her up. She actually had Death Sickle there, can you believe it? She has Death Sickle that early into the game, which is pretty ridiculous. It almost killed us. We were left with 1 HP. I thought for sure that was going to be an easy kill, and it was going to be until she pulled out that, which just completely stunned me. So as soon as we survive that fight, we need to get some HP somehow, and we can't really get it from the dragon because they nerfed healing by 50% whenever you're attacked by either the enraged dragon or the Dark Slayer. Also, you get minus 50% healing from the regular dragon too. So really it was just a direct nerf to most junglers like ADCs who would heal to full when hitting the dragon. You can see here again that I'm just trying to get some poke, and we actually get CC'd a lot there. Between the Vera stun, the Pura stun, and Talonus stun, it's very hard to get poke in this game. And you can see that I have no mana because my Valheim actually took the blue. You can see that he has it, so I need to wait around in their jungle to secure their blue that I know is going to be respawning soon. I'm telling my team to pretty much back off and retreat. As you can see that I pinged, I'm just waiting. I can't really even make a combo really without this blue buff because I have that little mana. I can see that they're all clumped up here though, so I do try to go for a play. I hit the Crickneck with a basic attack, and you can see 2.8k crit that just made him basically at like 5% HP, almost one-shot him there, and I just back off. That's a very popular combo with Nakroth. If you don't want to full commit, you just go 2-1 and then back out with the second part of the first skill. See the Balm shields me because he thought I was in trouble, but I was pretty fine. I used my second skill to get poked there on the Vera. That was pretty risky because I didn't have the first skill on refresh. You can see that I'm just, to run around, I use my 1-2-1, which is faster than any other combo when you're walking around for movement speed. See here that we get vision from the trap, so I just start going to town on her. Notice how I don't ult there because I know my basic attacks will deal more damage, and also I don't want to be stuck in that spot. Late game, the Nakroth ult is actually pretty weak because if you're staying in the same spot for that long, you're gonna be pretty vulnerable. As you can see there too with the Vera, I just basic attacked her to death. I didn't even want to bother using my ult because it just leaves you so vulnerable in any fight, especially under towers. You cannot use the ult under tower this late into the game because 2 Talonus shots and I'll die, 2 tower shots and I'll be at like half HP. So here you can see that I actually jump onto the Talonus, and we use our ulti there kind of as a last ditch effort because we can see that our HP is going down like crazy. But again, that stupid item of Death Sickle saves her again, and she lives with 1 HP. We can see that there's some action going down over here, but I'm low, so I'm just going to lifesteal off some creeps. I can see that the Talonus is here, so I try to use my first skill there. You can see that I hovered it, but for some reason it just didn't go, and it made us use our second skill in the bush, but it actually still hit her, the basic attack. Again, we try to get the poke there, but we get Pura stunned, which is pretty crazy, and they actually end up dying. It's very hard to get poke in this game. You want to be careful when you're on Nakroth trying to get poke like that, because if they have a hero like Vera, you have to realize that she's just going to stun you as soon as you come in. Arums, Roxys, you just need to be very cautious about getting your poke. You just want to make sure that you're not putting yourself in as much risk as I am in these situations. You can see there that our ADC actually dies to the Crickneck. He has Death Sickle too. I'm not sure why they keep all buying Death Sickle. It's actually pretty weird, but I think the Crickneck would have died there because the Death Sickle was popped. Talonus, I don't think she has her shield right now, but she has a lot of defense, you know, between Death Sickle and Blade of Eternity. So right now I'm kind of super hesitant to even jump onto her, just because of how many times she can come back. If I jump onto her and don't, even if I do kill her, like technically the Death Sickle will keep her alive. You can see here that I'm just clearing mid, trying to get pressure on the map. and I'm not engaging anywhere really right now. I basically attack that Pura, but as soon as I see the Talonus, I just back out instantly. I can't risk anything right now. They are rotating as 5. I'm trying to put some pressure on the map again, like at mid lane. I'm clearing this top wave, and that gives me enough time to do the Darkslayer. Hopefully we can see from the vision of Bird and Baldum and all that they are actually going all top lane to clear that. So that just buys us a bit of time to solo down this Darkslayer. Also, we do not have the debuff anymore from killing the dragon, so perfect time to do that. You can see that we just get our blue over here before we make any big plays. Their Pura actually dies, and we can see that that was a super nice Baldum ult. As soon as I see that and they all come out, I just instantly dive in, but we actually die there. I was a bit slow on the Hercules there, but we were still able to pick it up. I try to ulti there, but the Ryoma actually stuns me out of my ult, so I'm not even able to use it. So I just end up backing up. He tries to flicker ult me, and it almost catches me off. It would have killed me if I didn't just back up. We jump under the Tell here with the Baldum taking tower. Notice how I'm not ulting again. I'm just keep spamming those basic attacks because I don't want to be stuck under tower at all this late game. And we were able to wipe their entire team. That was an ace. All 5 members were down, and all 5 of ours were alive. So it's a very clean game. We were able to just dominate the team fights, even late game when Nakroth, you know, he's super squishy, but also he can kill any squishy with breeze. Just the only thing, like those Death Sickles and Blade of Eternities, stuff like that will really counter him. I hope this guide helped you all in your Nakroth gameplay, and I hope to see you all in the next video tomorrow. Peace out, guys.